Coach, this past week had UTPB here in the Janelle Center for the final game of the regular season. Pulled out a tight win, 5 seed in the conference tournament. Talk about what you saw from your team this past week.
It's good to be back in the winning column for sure, and to see your team fight for all 4 quarters was really nice to see. And nobody gets to see them behind closed doors or in practice every day, but these guys, they work so hard, and to see their hard work pay off, it helps everybody. It's really great going into the tournament just because that built some confidence. And we had more assists that game. Granted, we were 10 for 23 from the three-point line, which is not what we've been doing. And so shooting the ball, we shot the ball way better, and that always helps. We got Landry in to guard Tasha. She did a really nice job, and I think that putting somebody a little bit stronger and bigger on Tasha really disrupted what she likes to do.
In the first round of the LC tournament, you're the 5 seed playing the 4 seed Eastern New Mexico team you split the season series with in the regular season. What did you learn from both your head-to-head meetings, and what will make this third matchup different?
Eastern is very athletic, and they like to cause a lot of trouble. They're very they can jump, they can apply pressure. They're getting around screens just about as good as anybody can. And so just doing the small details is what we're going to have to do. The first game, I felt like we had some shots fall. We got people into some foul trouble that were important. Their number 10 and 30 are just very difficult. Their number 15 last game gave us some trouble. She was their lefty that likes to attack, and the main thing is we got to keep them out of the paint. And again, this is one of those teams that likes to drive. They like to get downhill very quick, and then also they're a rebounding team. We cannot give them multiple chances to score, or they're going to do it. And so just finishing the defensive play is something that we're really going to focus on. And we did apply a press that in both games kind of disrupted what they wanted to do. I felt like we got them to turn the ball over several times and get them out into a panic mode. And so that's something that we're going to throw at them, not at the beginning, but just sporadically throughout the game. And just taking care of the ball is something that, you look at the win that we had and then the loss that we had, that was one of the things. We cannot turn the ball over because they're going to capitalize on those.
So you touched on defense. What about on the offensive side? What must be done to create offensive efficiency?
The details. When you go set a pick, you got to set it, and you've got to wait for your screen. You got to come shoulder to shoulder, because if you give them any room, they're so fast and athletic and strong that they can get through that stuff. All of our plays will they'll blow those up if we do not do the small things right. And the other thing is they're physical. We can't shy away from contact. We have got to get downhill, and we got to get into them and see if we can't get to the free throw line. And we've done that a few times when we've played against them, and we found success with that, but we've got to be smart enough to keep doing it if we succeed with those things. And that's something that we didn't do the last time. I remember, like it was yesterday, we were talking at halftime, like, be smart enough to keep doing what works. Like, don't shy away from contact. Don't be passive, because this team does have the tendencies to, be physical with us, and they're wanting us to shy away from that and to be passive, and we're just not very good when we do that.
Coach, there's a couple of big moments in the game I want to touch on. But first, the first quarter, 54 points scored total between the two teams. Something that seems a little unfamiliar territory for your team this season. So what was that? What was your message to the girls to be able to try to limit the scoring from UTPB throughout the rest of the game?
They came in and shot the ball well. They've always shot the ball extremely well. And the thing that has been kind of our kryptonite this year is having a great shooter at that 4 position. And we've just got to do a better job. It comes down to not having your hands up. And once those kind of players get hot, they're very difficult to guard. I did feel like we guarded her in transition well, but then she's coming off multiple screens. I think we do a great job on the first rotation. We do an excellent job of getting over the first pick. We do an excellent job scrambling on the first scramble. It's the next pass that we have got to get better at, and that's usually where they were finding those shots, is rotating to the next play. And that happened to be 11, who was their hot player. They were very smart to do that. Halftime, that's what we were talked about, is, guys, hey, once you cross one screen, there's another one coming, so you better stay down. We have certain ways that we guard each screen, each kind of different screen, and that's the next thing that they have to think about. And even if they make a mistake, you got to forget that and try to guard the next one, right? And then come down with the rebound. I do think that we put Landry on Tasha in that second half, and she just did an amazing job on her. I liked the bigger presence against her. So.
And then, of course, now touching on those big moments, one being the UTPB player fouling out. It seemed that your bench got extremely, you saw the emotion rise on your side of the court. I mean, the moment she fouled out, y'all just immediately fed Nia the rest of the game.
Yes.
Was that just, you knew, oh, she's gone, it's just Nia all day, every day? Just what was that thought process for you in those moments?
Yeah, so we were actually trying to foul that kid out a lot sooner than we actually did. We were telling Nia, go into her, and she finally did, and we got her out of there. And then we knew, and 22, she's great. She's a great player, and that's a smart thing to do for any game, any coach, is to try to foul their best player out. And she does so many things for that team. She's a big inside presence, and she's just athletic, and she can move. She's got great footwork, and as soon as she came out of the game, we knew immediately that we had to get the ball inside and see if we couldn't, make it come back. So. And
then, of course, the other one, the three-pointer by Taylor Grona. Just talk to us that moment for your team, seeing a true freshman be able to hit a shot as big as that.
I can't say enough about Grona. Her mother played at UT. She was a Big 12 player, and she comes from a great family, very competitive family. And she came to us as a walk-on, and so the story's big with her. She came in, and from the very first day, she still to this day walks in the gym and feels like she's the best player on the court, and she walks into those games like that. She does not get intimidated by the other team. She owns the floor. That's the way that she walks into every gym. She's fearless, is what I like to tell her. She's not afraid to make those big plays, and she's not afraid to attack the rim if you see her play. She's very good at that, and just athletic. I think she is, for sure, one of our most competitive kids, and I think that's the best word for her. And she's going to be huge for us in the future. I mean, I can't tell you, I'm excited about that freshman crew. They're making some freshman mistakes right now, but we're trying to iron those out the best we can. And they're all in. They love Angelo State, and I couldn't ask for better kids, for sure.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Coach.